of you have ever told a lie? I know that each and every one of you has. In fact, according to Federal Investigative Services on their opm.gov website, President Richard Nixon was found to have lied 837 times on record in just one day. Penn State researcher Dr. Nancy Darling reported that 98% of teens lie to their parents. No matter how big or small a lie is still a lie. Whether you're a teen lying to your parents about whether or not you cleaned your room, or you're a professional athlete lying about taking performance-enhancing drugs, you're still lying. Honesty is key to a safe and functioning society. Without a doubt, honesty is indeed the one thing that society needs. First, I'd like to present an instance of lying from a teen's point of view. The most common lie a teen will tell their parents is a lie to get their parents to let them do something they want. For instance, if they really want to go to this party that everyone's going to be at, but they know that their parents would never approve, they'd probably lie about where they were going that night just so they could get out. Or say they really wanted to go to the movies with a group of friends, but they had to do laundry first, and they forgot to do that laundry. They'll probably hide that laundry and lie to their parents about doing it so they can go anyways. But now we have to consider why parents make rules. They make rules in order to teach their children discipline and responsibility, as well as keep them safe. If there's a party with underage drinking, no parent's going to want their child around that. And if a child doesn't have the responsibility to simply do a load of laundry, then why should they have the responsibility and freedom to go out with a group of kids? Next, let me shed some light on another type of lying, just a little different this time. Adults lie just like children do, but normally in a different instance or about different things. For example, if an NFL football player signed a contract and took an oath saying that they wouldn't take any performance-enhancing drugs, but they did it anyways, they're showing dishonesty. Even though they didn't physically speak a lie, they still lied. They broke their oath in the process, and therefore they went against their initial word. Now, we have to consider why these drugs are banned in the first place. Drugs can be harmful to the consumer, and it gives them an unfair advantage over other players. Rules are put into place for a reason, and if you don't follow them or disobey them or even lie about them, then very dangerous things can happen to not only you, but those around you. So far, I've presented two different types of lying, but there's still one more important scenario that I'd like to inform you about. Answer this question in your minds. Can silence be a lie as well? Imagine this. You're walking down the hall in a school, and you see a small girl getting bullied by a bunch of older boys. You duck your head and hurry on to class, and you don't say anything. Later that day, the principal calls a meeting and informs everyone that the girl was killed. He asks that anybody with any type of information come forward immediately. You think back to the boys, but you decide not to say anything because you're scared that the same thing might happen to you. Are you lying? There are indeed lies in science. Instead of speaking up and giving the authorities and the principal the information you had, you remained quiet. And because of your silent dishonesty, the parents and the family of the girl might never know what happened to her. And the boys that could have possibly done that might have other victims later on because you didn't present that important information. The bottom line is that whether it's in the form of an action, a word, or silence, lies can be very harmful to everyone. Imagine how much better the world would be if everyone was honest. We wouldn't have to worry about locking our cars or our houses. We wouldn't have to worry about leaving things out in the open, and we wouldn't have to worry about trusting each other. You see, lies are so much more than just false statements. Lying is the basis of everything unethical. If society had honesty, everybody would be more open to trusting. The government would run smoother, and people would all get along better. Honesty is key to a better world, and it is, without a doubt, the one thing that society needs. Thank you.